Buenos dias, mi gente. So today we're gonna be taking off the AC compressor clutch, which is gonna be down here, and this is gonna be off of a 2000 Tahoe. As you can see it's down there underneath that hose. There it is, better shot. So I'll be taking that off this morning. And yeah, let's get started. I gotta work my way through all this stuff though. Gotta take the cold air intake off, gotta take off the shroud, move the hose out of the way. But let's get started. Hey guys, so first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and get my drill. Got a 10mm on there. Start removing the shroud bolts. Make sure you have yourself a magnet dish, see right there, to hold your bolts. Those look like pop clips, so far there's 2 bolts, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4 pop clips. So we'll pop those off, and then we have a cover that's right here as well above the radiator. So let me get those removed. So these are the little plastics. Make sure that you just pull them all the way out, because you got to give this plastic right here a little tug. And when you do that, you do not want to lose these, okay? They're about $10 for a pack of 6, okay? And that's with the little head right there. So make sure that you pull it all the way out so you don't lose them, because when you give this plastic a pull, okay, these are gonna pop out, and then you're gonna be looking for them everywhere on the ground, okay? So just make sure they're all out. Once again, give yourself a little tray to put your nuts and bolts and plastics in, and this should come right off just like that. Boom, there's the radiator. Okay, that's gonna give me accessible access to this shroud, which also has some clips right there, 1 and then 2, and the same thing likewise on the other side. So let's get those taken off. So another thing I wanted to mention, cold air intake. Some of you guys may have the stock that comes on there with the air filter, and it's a big box that's usually right there, and then it runs with the line into the intake. So what we want to do, as far as mine goes with the cold air intake, I had to unscrew this. Obviously it's Phillips. Once I unscrew that, you just gotta take this O-ring back and, you know, take it off pretty much. That'll give me that, and then disconnect the sensor, okay? So we'll disconnect that, and then I should be able to just pull this out. Okay, just like that. There's the intake. Gives me some more space freedom. Well, I was trying to find my tool that they make for these clips. It's something similar to this. As you can see, it has the end to grab underneath. So something similar. If not, you can take a flathead screwdriver. But you should be able to get underneath that to pop up the little plastic bit, just like that. So as you can see, the whole thing came out, okay? Same thing, kind of like the little shroud cover, okay? The little cover that was on the radiator shroud. So as you can see, so I gotta take 4 of those out real quick, okay? So next I gotta take off this fan. As you can see, I got the shroud out, the top of it, the bottom's still down there. This fan's in the way. I don't have the wrench size to get it in there, but I do have the bad boy, okay, right there, the crescent, okay. And the crescent, when I open it, I'm gonna go big size, shows like about a 28. Just gonna put it right there, on there like that, okay. And you wanna disconnect that fan from the water pump, and then I'm gonna take a mallet, and we're gonna hit it, boom, that way, okay. And it'll soon loosen up. So let me get it off. Just like that. Voila. More room. Okay. This is what I'm after. Right there. The AC compressor clutch bearing. Okay. That's what's squilling. I went all summer without AC because it was squilling and just annoying. At least that's what I'm hoping it is. I don't think it's the tensioner. It's that bad boy. Not the tensioner. That bad boy. Alright, man, let's get this one out. Alright. Next move, I went and got a extension. Okay. This is gonna go on my tensioner pulley, and we're gonna remove that belt off the AC by, oh, there it goes. Wow, what do you know, it loosened up. And honestly, from the looks of it, it looks like it is my tensioner that's broken. Wow. Look at this, guys. You see that? That looks like a cracked tensioner. So it may not even be the AC clutch bearing, but since I bought a brand new one, I think I'm still just gonna change it out because I don't want to have to pay for it in the long run. But I think that's the source of my problem, you guys. So let me get this off. Alright, so check it out, guys, we're back. I got the new AC clutch with all the clips and all that. Well, we're gonna come back over here to where we're at so I can show you. I had to take off the tensioner. As you can see, it's cracked right there. The spring is wearing. That's a crack right there. And then as you can see, it's 2 screws. Okay. 2 15mm screws. Okay. And that's the tensioner underneath the AC compressor. Okay. So I took that off, and then a 10mm bolt that's in the center of that. Okay. And then it has the clip, the O-ring clip or C-clip, whatever you want to call it. Snap ring. Okay. Took that off. When you take that 10mm out, there's the pulley with the washers inside. This one came with 2, so be careful when you're taking it off. Okay. The new kit actually comes with new washers, but those are gonna sit right in there. So you can see this is the old one. I'm not gonna put on that one back, but after you take that 10mm nut out, there's gonna be a snap ring right there in the center. You're gonna pop that out. Okay. And that is gonna look like this right here. Okay, that's the first one. Once you take this ring off, okay, I bought the tool and it didn't even work for me. Okay, I ended up using those right there. Okay, they look like ice picks. So 2 of those bad boys, and I had to pretty much crawl in there to see where those 2 circles are at. Okay, you can see them now. Those two circles, I wedged the ice picks in there and then pried outward, and then it popped off. But be careful because it does fly. Tend to fly off. It can hit you in the eye, or it'll fly underneath the car, or you'll lose it somewhere in the engine compartment. So either way, let's get that one off. Once you get that one off, we'll come back over here. This pulley, okay, has a wire that's connected as well. As you can see that wire, I've already disconnected mine, okay, but it's connected right there, okay. So disconnect that wire, get that snap clip out of the center, and then once you're done doing that, you're gonna have to wiggle this a little bit so that it comes out. Okay, let me set the phone down real quick. There we go. So as you can see, it came out. Now as you can see the pulley right there, okay, you're gonna have to wiggle it and pull, but once you work it free, it should come off like so, okay. And then there's gonna be another pop ring or snap ring in there that you're gonna have to free up in order to get to this next pulley right here, okay. There should be a snap ring in there like so. So I'm gonna have to get in there with the light so I can see where the next two holes are at to stick my ice picks in there and pry out, okay. So bear with me, we're almost there. All right, so I ain't even gonna front, man. That last pop ring or snap ring, O-ring, whatever you want to call it, C-clip, that shit was a pain in the ass. So I just want to let you know, man, you're gonna struggle a little bit, but it can be done. This is what we're working with. So as you can see, all the stuff that I had already removed, we're gonna go back down here. Inside of there was the pop ring or C-clamp, whatever you want to call it, but that clip right here, that's your second clip you have to get to, okay. This was a pain in the ass, okay, and I didn't even use the tools that I bought that specifically say to take it out. I had to use the ice picks again, okay. But in there, once you get that off, there you go, it's off, okay. There you are. Time to switch it out and put the new one in. Oh, got the pulley back on with the belt, new tensioner pulley, belt back on place, started it right up. Now it's time to put the shroud back on and the fan. So I put the fan back on, then the shroud and the cover, and we'll call it a day. Well, and just like that, we are done. Man, I want to say I started it about 8:30 this morning, and I think it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon already. So let me see, let me find somewhere to put this phone real quick, that way you guys can see how it sounds. Now, mind you, before I changed this out, it was squealing really bad. I should have got a before after, but unfortunately pretty quiet, guys. Not bad for a half a day's job. Until next time.